Guest speaker tonight. Coming to us from Colorado is Pat Dorsey. Pat was, I think he can correct me if I'm wrong when he gets up here. This is just something I remember from the website. I think 2001 he was Orbis Endorsed Guide of the Year. He fishes some of the hardest streams in probably the western United States to fish, and he owns a Blue Quill Angler, co-owner of the Blue Quill Angler in Evergreen, Colorado. Yep. Evergreen, Colorado. He's been guiding for 18 years. He's a wealth of knowledge. If you were there for the fly tying event this morning, has a lot of good stuff to offer. A lot of stuff that I think myself and Chad didn't recognize in the realm of the midge world and the tailwater fishery that we can do here in our area. So I'm really excited to have Pat here. I'm really excited for him to give his talk, but I'm more excited to fish with him tomorrow, to get to know and see a Jedi Knight in action. So without any further ado, Pat Dorsey, he's going to give you a great program tonight, and for all those different facets of fly fishing, I think even the still water and all the different aspects of fly fishing, you guys can take a lot of weight from this and use it in your own genre of fly fishing. So, Pat Dorsey.
Had my share of stress. My fly tying bag got lost on the way out. Projector not working got me a little worked up. It's kind of like so I'm kind of particular with my organizational stuff, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway, thank you for allowing me to come out here and share my passion with you. I'm a Denver-based fly fishing guide, born and raised, Colorado native, and caught my first fish when I was 10 years old, and that experience with my father changed my life forever. And, the kid thing is really special, and it created an undying love for the outdoors, and a passion that eventually led me into a position where I am today, fly fishing guide and author. So, anyway, obviously, as it makes out here, it's the biggest mayfly in the West. It's about the size of a quarter. We fish size 10s and 12s, predominantly a July hatch for us. The thing that I like about green drakes is you can actually see it. You can see the natural in the water, you can actually see the bug on the water, so it's a very, very explosive hatch. Matthew Sparkle Dun in a size 10 or 12 is my favorite fly. Late summer mayfly, the red quill. It fills the void between the pale morning duns and the bluing olives in the fall. It's a little bit bigger, size 16 and 18. AK's red quill is my favorite imitation for this particular mayfly. This pattern here is called a trico. It's my understanding that you have tricos on Spring Creek and a lot of the tailwaters around here. They call this the white-winged curse. It's probably the most technical dry fly fishing that we'll encounter in the West. Size 20 through 24. Very, very challenging. Long leaders, light tippets, and very, very selective fish like you probably see on Silver Creek. But very, very reliable. Comes off every day. It's a morning hatch and very, very consistent dry fly hatch. Caddis pupas and then adults. Caddis live much longer than mayflies. They can live 2 to 4 weeks because they can intake fluids. This is a branch covered with brachycentrus caddis. Some of my favorite brachycentrus, or some of my favorite caddis patterns are going to be the buckskin nymph 18 to 20, red crust 14 to 16, bars graphic caddis in 14 to 16, and then fly that we tied with the class today, which was called the Kudabah caddis. Stoneflies, the easiest to imitate of all the aquatic life because they're available to trout in only 2 sources, the nymph and the adult. So very, very simple. So you have yellow sallies. I think you guys have the squall out here. We have the Terra narcissus and golden stones. Oliver Edwards is my favorite yellow sally imitation, 14 to 16. John Barr's tungstone is a great fly, good sink rate, 8 to 12s. And then Pat's rubber leg in a size 8 or 10. Yellow stimulator imitates the yellow sally adults, very, very effective. Fished in rippled water, 18 to 24 inches deep. Opens up a dry dropper scenario. It just opens a lot of doors. We do a lot of dry dropper fishing. And then Jack Dennis is Amy's aunt. Is a great fly for golden stones. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with Jack Dennis and Amy's aunt. Become a way of life. Traditionally, the trade-off is you're going to catch less fish, but generally bigger fish. It's a beautiful brown trout in Cheeseman Canyon on a streamer. So let's talk about a conventional nymphing rig real quick here. I use an indicator, a yarn indicator on an orthodontic rubber band, which is adjustable. I move it up 1.5 to 2 times the depth of the current. I typically fish a 2-fly nymphing rig, spacing my flies about 14 to 16 inches apart. I put a split shot on my junction between my tippet and my leader, and then I use a moldable tungsten putty to adjust my weight from there, and I fine-tune my weight non-stop. Now what I'd like to do is share some